The CEO of Twitter, now known as X, Linda Yaccarino, will be stepping down from the company after just 2 years. She said it in a tweet, doesn't give a reason. We bring in Bloomberg's Max Chafkin, who covers all things X and Elon Musk for us. Why do you think she's leaving?
Well, if you've been following the news lately, there have been quite a few reasons, I think, that have pushed Linda Yaccarino away. I should say, first of all, 2 years is a long time in Elon Musk's orbit, yeah. Especially in the role she was in, kind of serving as a buffer between Elon Musk and the world of advertising. That's going to be a very difficult situation for anybody. I think most people did not expect her to last anywhere near this long. So in that sense, it's a really impressive run. And I think in certain ways, she's done a lot, right? Like they managed to, it was a very chaotic couple of years or a couple of months at the beginning of her tenure at Twitter, kind of righted the ship. The problem is you have Elon Musk sort of relentlessly, changing things up in ways that I think have been super unhelpful. Of course, and you'll remember this well, bringing back all these far-right influencers, that's the kind of thing that advertisers don't like. And just in the last couple of days, we've seen this new version of Grok that is sort of just spouting anti-Semitic, cliches and praising Hitler and so on. And if there's one thing big advertisers don't like, it is having their ads adjacent to that kind of content. So that, I think, is making her job untenable. The other thing I'll say is Elon Musk just merged X, the company formerly known as Twitter, with XAI, his AI initiative, which owns Grok. And it was always a little bit unclear what her job was going to be. It seems like this is Elon Musk's company now, not sure what Linda Yaccarino was going to do.
I've been scanning his own X account, and I don't believe he's weighed in on this yet. And that was going to be my question. With the merger of X and XAI, listen, just to run X, the handful of people who could do it wasn't that large, was it? Not with Elon Musk, if you will. Now,
well, he's running X, right?
Right.
Regardless of who he puts in place as CEO.
She had a mark.
Yeah, I mean, the thing that she was able to do, and you saw it, they brought in a handful of influencers, most prominently probably Tucker Carlson, who has developed a pretty substantial following on X, since leaving Fox News. She was sort of trying to build kind of a right-wing media platform, and I think that actually made a lot of sense. You saw that kind of reach its peak around the election. You could really feel like the energy of conservatives going there, but that really depended on Elon Musk having a, good relationship with the man in the White House, and that, of course, has changed as well. So again, it's a lot of things that I think makes the job of selling advertising hard. There's also a way in which Musk himself has undercut that business, not only by, putting all this edgy content on X, but by moving towards AI and sort of signaling that the point of this company is not to create content that you're going to sell ads against, but it's to train large language models and eventually an AI, and that is a different business altogether.